First of all, I thought that North Texas played a really hard game. That was an exciting football game to watch. I'm glad we came out on top, but they are a good football team. Their quarterbacks are elusive. They made some plays there. And so I was excited about how our guys played, how our coaches called the game. We said we were going to attack and be aggressive on both sides, and just kept playing. The last play of the game on the punt by Dayton, he was aiming over by the sidelines, did a great job of hitting the ground there, which was awesome. And then, Jackson Lee, our long snapper, was smart enough to get out of the way, and we worked that thing. It's called milk. We practiced it, and he kept everybody out of the way. And then when he saw the kid coming to get it, the guy touched it, he actually got the ball. So if they would, it would have been our ball anyway, because he got touched. He was trying to get it, but we ran 12 seconds off, which was awesome. That was a great job by Zach Roper and the special teams unit there, and it was good by our offensive line. Getting that first down and almost getting the next one. That was the game. Getting that first down was really the game-winning play, and that was a great job. We weren't able to do that at Louisiana Tech, and we were able to do it there. So that shows you marked improvement by our guys. And then of course, if you can compare last year's game to this year, I think we've made good strides. We still have a long way to go, but we're definitely making the right strides. And thankful for Scott Carr, Ken Jessel, and everybody at the university, that all the support they give and helping us. So I'll take any questions at this time.
Coach, Owens seemed like he hadn't gotten much work. Maybe he was passed on the depth chart by Patterson. Is Patterson okay? Or was it something you saw in Owens in practice this week that you felt you wanted to give him more work?
Yes. KJ is awesome. He is growing up. That's the best way to say it. He is growing up. He's a really good football player. He's a really good runner, and he's starting to learn how to follow his blockers. He's another central product, right? And so we're excited about how he ran the ball. He ran with a toughness. So did Shamari ran with a toughness tonight, and that was a big difference in our game. And we had challenged them all week to do that, and they did that. I was really, really proud of those two running backs, and really proud of Owens being able to step up and do the things that we really believed he could do. We believe he's that talented. We see it time and again, and now he's grown up a lot, and he'll keep doing that. He'll be in great shape for us.
What did you see though in practice?
He ran hard like that in practice. He was making the right cuts, cutting downhill, following the blockers, slicing and dicing in practice. And we had a hard Tuesday and a pretty hard Wednesday, because we knew we needed to be able to run the football consistently better. And so we were on the line and we were on the running backs, and they responded well.
Kind of felt like one of the more complete games you guys have played this year. Obviously, two guys rushing over 90 yards. You had Keywan with almost 300 yards passing.
Yep.
You had the touchdown there. Would you say this is one of the more
our
complete
offense,
games?
that was definitely by far the best our offense has played all year. Like last week, we were just so close to getting 2 or 3 of those that we didn't get. And Keywan made some fabulous plays. Again, the thing about Keywan is he doesn't let anything bother him. He bounces back. He can see the field, and he always believes he can get it done, and he does. And so I'm excited with what he did, and he'll learn from some things from the game tonight. But he knows how to play ball, and he'll keep improving and keep growing.
Take us through those interception plays there. Obviously, the first one, Keywan throws it, then you guys, and then Masses picks it off, pick 6 touchdown, and then I think it just happened all over again, something like that.
Right.
Just take us through that.
Keywan was scrambling out and saw the guy on a wheel route and thought he was open and kind of forced it a little bit. He'll see that on film. I can see what he was seeing because he's so athletic to be able to do that. And that guy's going to be open some, and he's going to be able to make that play. He needs to let it go when he's there. And then the great play by Masses. He's an excellent athlete, excellent player. He made a big play there, getting in the end zone for us and doing that. So that was a good play. And then we had the other play. We had the other pick, and then we get a targeting call, and that kind of just flipped a little bit, flipped the momentum a little bit right there. Now our kids kept battling, but we're probably going to go up 21-7 right there, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
So that kind of flipped it, but the kids kept playing and kept working at it and kept fighting.
Coach, as you mentioned, two quarterbacks say for North Texas, going from Earl and then going to Rogers in the second half. How did the defense adapt to the quarterback change?
We did okay. Rogers, we couldn't tackle him some. Where he hurt us really. I mean, he made some passes, don't get me wrong, but he hurt us on some big time scrambles, just broken play scrambles. And we've got to be able to shore that up on our pass rush lanes and that type of thing a little bit better. But we did get after him. We did force him to move. We had some sacks. We had some pressures. So I was pleased with all of that.
Yeah.
But he made some plays on his feet for sure.
And going back to FIU's offense, 8 different receivers caught passes from Keyshawn Jenkins today. Just talk about the importance of getting as many players involved catching passes from him.
Yeah, that's extremely important. But it goes back to the quarterback seeing the field, giving us what we can take, and then he makes checks and sees different things.
Yep.
He did a really good job with that. And I thought that Coach Yost did an excellent job calling the game tonight, mixing some things up. And we were able to run some different runs also that we've been practicing and working on, and they started hitting. So we've got a little bit more repertoire in our offense, and it was good to see some of them clip.
And something else I noticed, FIU committed 2 less penalties today, giving up way less yards, especially late in the game. Just talk about the importance of cleaning up those penalties from Maine going into this one.
Yeah, we worked on cleaning them up. We had 2 offsides penalties on our D line, which those kids are really responsible kids. They do a good job. They have to be able to keep the guy in front of them, and we can't have that happen. So those were 2 penalties that hurt us a little bit. But I thought that overall our penalties, some of the penalties are judgment call penalties that happen at times. But I thought overall we did a good job with penalties and working at that.
And a final question for me, kind of a loaded question, but impressive win today. Do you think this might be the best FIU win in the Mike MacIntyre era so far?
Oh, any win's a good win. Any win's awesome. And I think that tonight was, after the difference from last year to now against that team, because they basically humiliated us. Humiliated me, not us, me, the head coach of the team. We were terrible that day. And for us to make strides like this is good. Now we got to keep it going because we play a really good team, UConn, coming up that's playing really well. So we go up there, but we've made strides in the right direction, and we'll keep. I keep saying the future's bright. We just keep stepping into it.
And speaking of bright, Biscayne Blues, they're a hit?
Yeah, if Biscayne Blues a hit, don't you think so?
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if y'all were smart, you would have brought a date to the game, and then when you came in early, you got a T-shirt. And you could have gave her a Biscayne Blues T-shirt, and she would have wore it all the time because she likes the colors, and she would have thought about you every day. So, I can help you a little bit with the game.
Coach, I was wondering if the North Texas, any of the staff, coaches, after the game said anything to you, just because of what you were talking about, the big difference from last year to this year?
Well, the coaching staff has changed. There's a few guys on the staff that are the same. No, they didn't really say anything to me yet about that. It was good to see that happen.
And what about just how much did you talk to the kids before the game or show any tape of last year? Did you go into that at all?
I went into it a little bit about how they need to realize we're a different team than we were last year. Because, a lot of times when you're an athlete or a person, you can let the past affect the now, correct? And so you have to forget the past and realize that you've improved. And so I had them look at all the different things we've improved on. And then I just kept talking to them about, we've become a tougher football team. We're a harder hitting football team. We're in better shape. We're more physical. We're going to start breaking out on offense, and we're right there about to do it. So that's what I've talked to them about. Don't let the past affect now, and realize how much you've improved.
With Hezekiah, what are the biggest things you've seen throughout his development?
Hezekiah has excellent hips and speed and quickness and length, and he's really starting to get a little bit better at learning the game. Because playing corner, you're on an island, but there's a tricks to the trade out there at corner. You got to know down and distance. You got to know how to press them. You got to know situations. You got to understand what's happening, how they're attacking you. You got to understand splits. You got to understand motions. So he's starting to learn all those. And when he figures all those out in the heat of the battle, he's got it in the classroom and he's got it out there on the practice field. But in the heat of the battle, he's starting to get closer and closer to that. When he does, he's going to be something to deal with for sure. And he's really good now, but he could be excellent.
I wanted to hear your thoughts on like just the development of the group as a whole, because as you said, like every week you guys have taken a step, and it just feels like you are slowly building truly a great team.
Right.
And just thoughts on that.
Yeah, the thing that they're learning to do is, they probably don't like me telling them all the time, I said, they're living their dream, okay? And sometimes when you're in the middle of your dream, you only live your dream through the grind of hard work. You don't get a dream and just wake up and the dream's there. You have to grind out hard work every single day. You have to fight through pain. You have to fight through being tired. You have to fight through, I gotta practice, I gotta get my homework done, I gotta get rest, I gotta hydrate correctly, I gotta get back up in the morning, I gotta lift weights, I gotta eat. You have to, it's a daily grind. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to be a great college football player. And I don't think everybody really understands what these guys do. But once they embrace the grind, they're living their dream. Because if they don't embrace the grind, they don't live a dream. And that's what they're doing. And they're starting to realize that. And it's fun to watch them do it.
Anything else, guys?
That other safety spot next to Deverick, CJ played there a ton today
Yep.
and was incredible. Were you planning on playing him there that much, or that was just a factor of he was playing great?
No, we planned on playing him a lot. LD was out.
Yeah.
So the alternating their safeties back there, that's he had played a lot in the past. And, he was having a really good year last year, and then hurt his shoulder in our fourth game, and hurt his shoulder in that game, and he was out, New Mexico State game. He hurt his shoulder like the third quarter, so he redshirted, and then he's been playing really well and made some great plays tonight. And a couple pass breakups, and of course the interceptions, and he's a really athletic, he can see the play really well and be able to cover and make plays on the ball. So I was impressed. So I like CJ a lot. He needs to just keep staying healthy.
You talked about getting more pass rush this game. It seemed like that was there. Their
Yeah,
quarterbacks were
we have
running
gotten
a
more
lot.
pass rush. The last couple games, we're getting better at that. Our guys are doing well. We have actually moved Avery Huff.
Yeah,
You notice
right.
out the outside pass rush from outside defensive end, and his speed and athleticism has made a big difference. He made a huge tackle on that last drive there on the third down play before they threw it on fourth. Came slicing in there. It was a really big play, and Avery's really getting better. Alex Nobles rushes the passer well. We got the young man, Tucker Bruton, that's doing well. Kyle Wright was out tonight. He's a good pass rusher. Wasn't able to out. Our interior guys are pushing the pocket and rushing well. Jordan Gerard and all the other guys are really working hard at it. So I've been pleased with that. Coach called some good blitzes tonight too to put some pressure on there. I told him, go attack. Don't just not go attack. When you think you want to attack, attack. Just trust your gut on it. So Coach DeWitt did a good job with that too.
Anything else, guys? Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thanks,
moving
Coach.
on. Lights out.
This game to lose or 1-0?
1-0, undefeated.